Hello, my friends. This is Tottery Glint here. In this series I'm starting today is Quest for Immortality. I am playing a bunch of fabric mods. I'm a necromancer. Well, ish. I've added a whole bunch of things and powers to it. I can burn in the sunlight. I give potion effects when I get a hit. And in this series, my goal is to become a lich. And to do that, you need a bunch of different things. One such thing is a soul gem, I believe it's called, or a lich gem. What is it? Yes, lich gem. Another very important thing is a phylactery. A phylactery is where a lich's soul is stored. And to craft this is very expensive. And another thing I'd like to do is actually create an army and rule the world, doing this using the Overlord mod, and also maybe take a couple souls, why not? So, you gotta start somewhere. So just looking around, might use some of my powers, might fly. That is not a power I actually wanted to have, but it's one I have anyways. Not much I can do about that. So, why not go out and... Oh, and I forgot. I do burn in the sunlight. So, that might be a problem. However, let's go get some oak wood over here. And as soon as I get an item, I'm going to get the Book of Rose Gold, which is a book from the Minecraft Comes Alive mod, a very, very fine villager mod, which overhauls everything and it's delightful. Let me just keep chopping this tree with my fist, so, yeah, punch wood, man, so. Yeah, let's just mine this, and because, wait, hold on a second. Well, if you saw me crouching for earlier, you could see those two little eyes. That's because I'm sneaky. So, well, I died, and that's not very sneaky, but still, you get the point. Guess I'm not very mortal, but that's the whole thing. That's the quest. Now let's go retrieve the items. So, I was confused. At that point, I was a bit confused as to where I was before, so let's make a mad dash and get the items. And, yeah, stop burning. So, I would have eaten that apple, but I am, a carnivore, so don't really have that option. So, let's make a crafting table. Okay, I have a little bit of technical difficulties over here for some reason, but it gets sorted out. I just crafted again, I guess. And here we go. Crafting table time. So, I bumble around a little bit, but eventually I spot that cave right there. So I go down here and I kill some zombies, as you do. Let's just punch them. And I get the Monster Hunter achievement, typical of Minecraft. That ore up there, that's a salt ore, which can be used for, preventing demons from leaving areas and the like. I actually gain a lot more from eating rotten flesh than I do from apples, because apples are inedible to me because I'm a carnivore. So, as I walk down here, I scout around. I consider going down there, but I think it's too steep, so I go back up. Then I get a crafting table, and here's a little time lapse of me just mining and starting up a little bit, get a furnace going. And let's just get some coal. So I go back down here, and then I spot myself some iron, so I decide to smelt it. As I'm waiting for this ore to be smelted, I realize that I could go down there. However, I do decide that that might not be the best option, seeing as it's very steep. This is a Eldritch zombie, I believe, and it is from the Eldritch Mobs mod. And that mod makes some mobs very strong. Like this one with a whole bunch of effects over its name. It's very annoying to kill, but they do give good loot, so that's a plus. This one, I believe, drops a diamond shovel, which is never used, so that's fun. Here's a little time lapse of me going down to a big cave, and that has a big mine shaft that is, for some reason, floating. And I go around killing things and finding ore. So I just kill these skeletons and make my way down to here, where those zombies are. I mine some silver and salt. I get the achievement hole in the sky, but I don't think I ever see a dimensional door, which should come very big into play later on when I decide to make my own pocket dimension and store things. That's what I think I'll do. But put in the comments below if you have any tips. So I mined some silver, and silver is very important because it's part of the Bewitchment mod and Industrial Revolution, but I would use it more for the Bewitchment mod. And I just kill these skeletons for their bones and to stop them from attacking me. Bones are very useful. And speaking of the Industrial Revolution mod, here's Nikolite Dust, which is the beginning of that mod, hence the name of the achievement. Find Nikolite. So, I mine some more silver, just to get as much as possible. I kill this creeper so I don't get killed myself. And I avoid the water because I'm hydrophobic and will die, which means the sky is my worst enemy. Well, besides the ocean, that counts too, I guess. But the sky has daytime in it, but it also has rain, both of which can kill me. So, I wander through here looking for ores and minecart chests, which I don't think I find any in this weird floating mine shaft. And I see a ghost right there. Ghosts typically give status effects and don't actually do damage, and they do drop ectoplasm, a pretty useful resource in bewitchment and crafting and making rituals. And there's lava, which, you know what lava does, it kills and burns. So, I turn around and I think I decide to go kill that ghost. Who you gonna call? Not me. That'd be weird. Okay, so I get a bit confused at this part because it's a ghost, and I act like I don't know why or how ghosts work, going through walls and stuff. I hear a creeper, get a little bit freaked out, but it's okay. So, I'm just getting a little bit freaked out, don't know where to go to. I go and kill this creeper. One hit, kill. Nice. Go past here, and guess what I find? A diamond. That's the first diamond of the playthrough. I even get the achievement and all. So, I look in my inventory, and that was quite rude, a creeper. So, I get a little bit sad. So, over there is an Amethyst Geode, which is actually a quite recent addition to the game, along with all this deep slate. But Amethyst is mildly important because you need it to craft an item. I think it's something about orders, maybe. Orders wand, something like that. And it helps you command your skeleton army whenever you make one if you decide to, which I for sure will. So I go through this little passageway, looking around, mining some ores as typical. Most of this episode is probably going to end up being mining ores, because that's what I do most of the time just to get started. And next one will probably be more focused on exploring. Maybe the one after that building. Never know. I run through here and I make a horrible blunder trying to just get up a simple staircase. And I don't go through there. I go in this empty room, which I was hoping would have mine carts with chests in it, but alas, I don't believe there were any, so you win some, you lose some. And right now, I've just won some silver. So I mine it all up, and I can hear the skeleton in the background, so I decide to get out of there. I avoid that water. I pull out my trusty shovel, which I have never used, and I'm walking through this weird mine shaft. I search for any possible assailants that could hurt me, which I'd prefer not to happen. I take a detour. I see some more silver, very useful. I think at this point I've just been mining silver for most of it. Here is some earth crystals, or earth gems I believe they're called, from the mod Archon, a magic mod, which actually allows me to steal souls. And it also is the reason for those sparkles in the corner. That's mana, or mana, depending on how you'd like to say it. So, I believe that earth gems, which I might show off in a second here, are actually usable for crafting, I think. And I mine, yep. Yes, yeah, these earth gems, I'm pretty sure can be used to craft some things, like elixirs and the like. So, I just walk through this passage, and I see some ores that I do not mine this time. I pass some sulfur. I decide to go up here, and I kill some more skeletons as normal. Because you can never get tired of killing skeletons. So I mine my way up, because there was not a staircase suitable for me already. I skip past some gold, which I seem to do a lot. Unfortunately, it is useful, but just not very eye-catching, even though it's a different texture. So I mine myself out another staircase with a stone pickaxe in an attempt to get rid of it. Because, being honest, once you make a wooden pickaxe, you just make a stone pickaxe, and then you mine like the 3 or 4 bucks necessary to get an iron pickaxe. So I go kill these new mobs, and in the process, I get killed, which is very unfortunate. That kind of is the opposite of the whole goal of immortality and the like. So I go on a foolish quest to try and get my stuff back, which I repeatedly die and never get it back. So after that harrowing trudge through the rain and robbing graves properly, because everyone knows when you rob a grave, you have to take a skull. So, I believe I've finally arrived in the biome that I want to make my home. It's nice and has a lot of trees, which is good for not burning to death, especially when the leaves cover most things. Has a lot of plant life and animal life, as I said our plant life already, but that's fine, which I can use for meat and leather, which specifically cows for leather, and it also has relatively many shallow caves, which I can make my home, which is what I'm going to do to this one. Actually, no, was that this one? No, not this one, because this one gets exploded. Yes. And I may get exploded too. Yes. So I die, and I have to go back all the way to the beginning. And this time, I can trudge through this area without under threat of constant death from the rain. Because the rain is very deadly. The environment does not like my twisted, necromantic ways. Because they're obviously evil. Like, if you couldn't tell, I'm the bad guy in this situation. I'm the one who wants to take over the world, so... You win some, you lose some. And I want to be on the winning end. So I see my previous dirt trails that I put through the leaves. And I kind of follow them, but then I see the shoreline, which I remember. So I follow that too. I don't have any food right now, so I have to kind of walk until I find a zombie or something. So I'm just walking. Pretty nice flowers, though. And I see a creeper, so I just decide to go the other way. And I'm walking through the plains again. I'm breaking so much grass because of the other drops besides the seeds, such as the mandrake seeds, which are very important, along with those black seeds, which I get 2 of currently. And I might even get some belladonna seeds. All of them are very valuable, including the garlic seeds. The garlic itself, I'm not sure if it's such or not, seeing as I'm not holding it. And finally, I get some meat, so I don't have to walk. I can sprint, finally. I still got a little attempt to get a bit more seeds, just to bolster the amount that I have already. Adding 2 more to the previous number that I had for the black seeds. I believe they start with an A, but you never know. Might not. Oh, another one, so that's 5. I mean, you can see, but well, you might not be able to see. In that case, I apologize. But so here's a little time lapse of me just running around, getting my loot back, just doing some business, going into caves that have nothing, and eventually, I settle on a cave and decide that that is gonna be mine. So I place down a crafting table, make a bed, and claim it as mine. You may... I place the chests, and I make a furnace, place it there, put in my meager amounts of coal, smelt iron, now pour in all of my worldly possessions. I put in the seeds. Belladonna seeds, that's what it was. The other gray seeds are the ones that start with an A. And I go mining, get a diamond because I'm lucky like that. And I'm just going mining, so I'll just let you guys on your own as you're watching me mine. Well, as I'm finishing this mining session, I'd like to inquire about any quality of life changes or quality changes I could just add to help me improve my videos, because I am just starting out. I'm very new at this, so please forgive any mistakes I'm making during the process of making these. So I decided to put in all of my good loot. I did get 1 gold this time, so that's an improvement over the previous mining session where I got none. That zombie rudely interrupted me. So I go and put in all of my valuables, eat some flesh, so I don't starve, and I wait for that to smelt a little bit, then I go back to mining. So I'm just quickly mining through all here, trying specifically this time to get some obsidian. And the reason for this is, as you may have guessed, a nether portal, which is going to be very instrumental in advancing my goals. Because to become a lich, you need a phylactery. And actually, the soul gem, or the lich gem that I mentioned before, that actually, you get it for free when you craft a phylactery, so it's a 2-for-1 type deal. So, whenever you craft a phylactery, you need a wither star and 2 netherite ingots. And the netherite ingots could be simple, but the nether star, that's a different matter. But both of them require the nether, so that's why I'm about to make this flint and steel here. And get some iron. Put away all my valuables. And start to smelt some stuff. And rearrange a little bit. And here's a little time lapse of me going out and building the nether portal. So, as I just putting my dog, my newly acquired dog, back into where it belongs, I just sort out my inventory and start preparing to go to the Nether. So, at the end of this episode of Quest for Immortality, could you please do me a favor and like and subscribe, maybe hit that bell for me? It's your choice, completely free. And if you are so inclined, could you comment any tips, tricks, ideas, or simple feelings you have about this episode in the comment section below and help me stay informed as to what I could do to improve this series for you, the end user. And with that, I say goodbye. Welcome to the Netherworld.